I'm here with Jordan Clark for our pre-match interview before today's game against Horley Town. Jordan, it's Derby Day. Our local rivals are, they travel down the road. Firstly, let's talk about the game being on today. Credit to the referee. He was here at 9:30 this morning. And the groundsman working on the pitch to make sure it was on. It didn't look like it would be on as of yesterday. So the guys have done really well to get this game on today.
Yeah. So it's quite funny really, because obviously we were all here Thursday night, and there was a swimming lesson on the pitch before before we came here to do a bit of training and that. So I was very that's disappointing that the game won't be on, and we prepared as normal because we knew that it looked like it was going to be drier for the next sort of 24, 48 hours.
Yeah.
And but the main thing I want to say is that I had Luke Taylor, my assistant manager, here this morning at 10 o'clock. I had members of the committee here, fans coming here to get our big sponger thing we've got out, which is a fantastic bit of kit, and really sponge the pitch. So yeah, it wouldn't have been on for that. The ref came down and said if you work on these areas you'll get it on. And in our situation, Sam, which is lower games than everyone else and wanting to get a bit of momentum going, we wanted to make sure we did everything we could, and we're really pleased the game's on. The boys are pleased. Pitch is in good nick.
Yeah.
A few wet spots, but nothing that's dangerous, nothing that's going to spoil the occasion and spoil the fixture, so it'll be a good game.
And then regarding today's game, I know we spoke about it briefly last week.
Yeah.
You don't see it as any other game, even though it's a derby game and stuff like that. It's just another match.
No, I don't. Obviously, I know Tyler and I think he's their manager or joint manager, and we haven't got an issue with each other. He's a really nice guy. We came up against each other when he was at Merstham and I was at Dorking. So there's not really any needle in the game other than a few players that have played for Horley. I don't think there's anything the other way. Alder played for me for a little while, but yeah, there's a bit of needle in that. You just got to manage that situation, make sure players are thinking about their performance and not what other people are perceiving of them. We've got Pops back in the team today. We've got a few changes. So yeah, we're just set up to win the game, and like I said to the boys in there, we just want to focus on our job and what we need to do with a good week coming up, with Horley today, Ballon Wednesday and Guildford next Saturday. We're just focused on trying to get as many points as we can from them 3 games.
And then regarding today's starting lineup, as you mentioned, Pops is in the team. Sam's come onto the left side as a wing back, and Keats is starting up top.
Yeah.
Also, people will see when it's published soon that T's out of the squad and he's starting on the bench today. What's your thinking behind that? Like, is that just tactical? Is that on today's game?
Yeah, there's an element of tactics. Like we've changed a few things up. Sam's been really patient. We wanted to give Keats. We've given Keats time to settle in. We rushed him and he got injured. We rushed him back. He got injured again. He's now had sort of 3 benches and a lot of training, and he was so sharp on Tuesday. So it was really more about changing a few personnel, changing shape.
Yep.
And T has played a lot of games. I think the only game he's been on the bench was Spelthorne, and I think it's just taken its toll on him a little bit. Yeah. So he's got a few knocks, he's got a few niggles, he's had a dip in form by his own account, so we just wanted to sort of take him out of the limelight.
Yeah.
And he knows how much I think of him and what the club think of him and stuff like that. It's just about, he's going to have a big part to play today.
Yeah.
It's just about managing each individual situation. Our bench today is extremely strong. With AG, you've got Wedgeworth on the bench, who's been brilliant since he's come in. So yeah, it's just about what's best for the team and not being too emotional about it.
Yeah.
Just making sure that you're picking the team to win the game, not because you want people to play, sort of thing. So yeah.
I'm guessing as a defender, T's not the type of player you want to come on against you like later on in the game.
Yeah,
you've probably played quite, you've played 60 minutes already or 70 minutes, and he comes on. Yeah,
when I had him at Dorking T, we had he was a massive impact player. That's what he used to come on and affect the game. He did have, and he's good at that because he's very tranquil in his approach. Like, he's been excellent today. He's very sort of, I'll just do the job that I need to do for however long I'm required to do it. So he's got a fantastic attitude, and like I say, he'll have a part to play. Yeah. Depending on how the game goes, he'll have a big part to play. Yeah.
And then regarding the squad as well, a new player coming in is Ethan Ford.
Yeah.
Can you tell us much about Ethan?
Ethan, I've admired Ethan for a long time when he was at Horley. He's been at South Park. He was an exceptional young talent at one point. I remember he played against Dorking and scored one of the best goals I've ever seen, like in a Surrey Senior Cup tie. And he's always someone I've kept my eye on and always wanted to work with. And then his availability came about, and he's a wonderful lad, really good lad, local. So for me, it was a no-brainer getting him in, and he can play one or two positions, which gives us a bit more option. So yeah, I'm looking forward to integrating him, and he'll do. You know, like I said, the bench looks really strong. So really pleased to have him on board.
How do you see Horley and Keats playing together today?
I'd love to say it'd be like little and large. You know, you end up with like a.
Obviously, it's the first time they've played up together.
Yeah. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Doesn't mean it's going to click straight away, but it's definitely something we want to consider. More conventional front two, and I think they both complement each other. So it's not going to be a quick sort of all of a sudden we found loads of goals. But like I said last week, we've been a little bit toothless, a little bit lacking goals in the team. Yeah. So my job and us as management team and players is to find a solution for that. And in the team today, you've got Keats and Horley, who in seasons gone by have scored 30 plus goals each, and you've got Tom, who's our top goal scorer, just behind. And so we are having a real go today. There's no doubt about that. We're having a real go. We're going to really, put some firepower out there and see how we get on.
Do you think Horley's been a bit isolated at times, up there on his own?
Yeah, I think again people are learning what he's about, and I think he's got better with every game. I think he offers us something that we've not had, and he links play really well. But it's like you say, we need bodies around him to be able to get the fruits of that labour that he does.
He's seen a lot of really good hold-up play and flicking on, but doesn't really.
Yeah, and that's why we've recognised that, and we just want to make sure that we, I think it could be a really good, partnership. But let's wait and see. Like we're pleased to have the squad we've got, and we'll have a good go.
Cool. Cheers, Jordan.
Cheers, mate.